Hello, this is the Nightheart voice, and I came to pray with you tonight. You made it here. How many times could something have been the end, and it was not? Pause on that for a second. Stay with it, truly. Everything that tried to bring you down over all this time, and yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, with a heavy heart perhaps, with tired eyes perhaps, but here, present, alive. Because there is something I need you to hear before you close your eyes tonight. It was not a coincidence that you made it here. It was not luck. It was not just your own strength. It was grace. The grace of the one who held you when you had nothing left to hold on to, who opened a way in the middle of what looked like a dead end, who stayed right by your side when everything else turned away and left. And deep down, you know that. There is a part of you that knows. But the night makes you forget. The night has this cruel power to bring back everything you tried to leave behind during the day. The mistakes that will not leave your mind, the losses that still hurt, the times you almost did not make it, the times you looked in the mirror and did not know who was looking back at you. But look where you are now. Here, still in the race, still breathing, still choosing to keep going even when you do not fully know why. How many times could that have been the end? How many times could that diagnosis have taken you away forever? How many times could that broken relationship have shattered you completely without any return? How many times could that suffocating debt, that paralyzing fear, that darkest night of all have been the last one you ever lived through? And it was not. Why? Because the hand of God was over you. Invisible sometimes, silent most of the time, but present, always present. From the beginning to the very end of every crisis you thought would leave nothing standing afterward. Write in the comments one thing you survived that only God can explain. It can be a single word, a short phrase. Just write it, because your testimony carries weight. Your testimony has a voice. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Let this night stop rushing inside of you. Let the weight of this entire day finally land, finally settle. You do not need to solve anything right now. You do not need all the answers. You only need to be here, in this silence that came to pray with you. And here, in the middle of this silence, something different begins to rise. It is not exactly relief. It is more like recognition. Like when you realize you have been carrying a heavy bag for hours and only now notice that your shoulders have been crying out in pain. This bag has a name. It carries the name of everything you have not yet been able to release. The hurt you hold because you do not know where to send it. The fear of the future you disguise as reasonable concern. The longing for things that are gone and will not return. The feeling that you should have gone further by this point in life. The guilt that keeps visiting you even after everything you have already done to forgive yourself. You carry all of this together, every single day. Every day you get up with this weight, and you go. And even so, you made it here. So now, let us pray.
Not with beautiful words, with what you truly have inside right now, in this bed, tonight. Lord, thank you. I know it is not easy to say that when it still hurts, but thank you, because I am here and you know everything I went through to reach this bed tonight. You know the nights I cried without anyone seeing. You know the moments I wanted to give up and something invisible held me. You know how much each step cost me, every single one. And I say now, with all the honesty I carry, it was not me alone. It was you. Your grace held me when I had no strength left to walk. Your hand kept me when the ground gave way. Your voice, even when I could not recognize it, quietly said, "Keep going. You are not finished yet." Lord, I surrender today what I still carry without needing to. I surrender what I cannot let go of alone. I surrender tomorrow and the yesterday I keep returning to in my mind. I surrender those who hurt me and the wounds still open. I surrender the part of me ashamed to need help, that judges its own weakness as if weakness were a sin. Receive all of this. Take what is heaviest inside. Write in the comments one word for what you are handing to God tonight. Fear, exhaustion, doubt, longing, anger, loneliness, whatever weighs you most right now, write that word and breathe slowly with real intention. Feel how your chest softened just a little, how your mind slowed for breath. There is still pain, still uncertainty, but something is present now that was not before this prayer. A small lightness, almost imperceptible, but entirely real. It is what separates despair from rest. This is how God moves sometimes, not with noise, with quiet, small releases, with a peace that makes no sense but comes anyway and settles. You do not need to fix anything tonight. The Lord is already working while you sleep, already aligning what is out of place, already opening what seems closed, already preparing what you are afraid to face. Trust in that. That is the word for tonight. Trust, not in yourself, in the God who brought you here when there was no clear reason for you to have made it, the same God who carries you forward. Write in the comments below if you chose to trust tonight. Just, I trust. 2 words. Write it. Declaring has real weight and power. Now rest. You do not need more strength today. You have done enough already. You survived one more day. You prayed. You made it here. And that is not nothing. Tomorrow will bring its challenges, yes, but also new mercies every morning. The Lord has promised that. Close your eyes. Let sleep arrive. Let Him hold your thoughts, your dreams, your heart through this night. You are safe. You are loved. You are in hands that never let go. If this prayer touched your heart, leave your like here. Follow the channel if you have not yet. Every night, a new prayer is here waiting for you. See you tomorrow. God bless you.